It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. And Jeff, today it is Friday. Football season has started officially.
Yeah, great game last night.
Great game. I mean, down to the wire.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Now, whether or not you want to say that was a touchdown, you brought up a great point. What about the two open receivers that play before that?
Yeah, he missed. The guy was play right before that, wide open in the end zone, and he just threw it a little left, man. Oh,
I'm a little upset with you though, because you came into work in a jersey, and I was going to come into work in a jersey, and I was like, "There's no way Jeff's going to wear a jersey."
This is the expensive boy.
I know, and I was going to wear I was going to wear my Mitchell and Ness Kelly Green jersey for my team, which is the maker of the jersey, which is a couple $100 jersey. But I come in and you have the Kelly Green jersey on. I'm very upset.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting here in a hoodie.
Yeah, it's high dollar stuff I'm rolling in today.
It looks like, what it looks like? It looks like you went to Manhattan and you went and bought yourself $500 jerseys.
No, I don't have that money to do that.
You don't got Manhattan money?
No, I do not. No.
Well, I'll tell you what we do is have money for ice cream. And I'm ready to feed it to you one last time this week. That's 3 scoops of delicious audio ice cream coming your way after the police.
Yeah, it's got to be on sale, though. When I roll by Ingles and I see the sign and it says 2 for whatever.
2 for 4.
And then I'll get ice cream.
Well,
other than that, forget it.
Well, how about this? We got a little ladies' room for your ice cream.
Oh.
We got a little Steve Harvey in your ice cream.
You're giving me Harvey.
I'm giving you Harvey. This is premium dollar ice cream.
He's got to get a lot of stuff on that stash.
Think about it.
That's a stash that just tickles too much.
It's a tickly stash.
Too much.
And finally, after tickly stash, just this guy needs to stop it. That's all I'm going to say. So we got a lot of ice cream coming your way.
All right.
It's on sale for $1.05.9.
Yeah. That's $1.59. That's $1.59. Rizzo. Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff show on a Friday. No sense in wasting time. We got mustaches to get to and ice cream to lick.
Time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff show. A fun, funny way to start your day.
Boy.
On 105.9 The Mountain.
Mustaches to get to and ice creams to lick?
Yes.
Man, what party are we heading to?
Opening audio.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with this. If you ever go into the ladies' room, be a Southern gentleman. And this is why I love living in the South.
No, listen, I heard this, and at some point, you'll hear it, and then I'll explain.
All right, so this is a Southern gentleman.
Am I in the ladies' bathroom?
You are.
No way. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm just in here getting ready.
No, you're fine. That is my
I'm
bad.
so sorry.
No, I didn't mean to scare you.
No, you're fine.
That is my bad.
No, you're fine. I'm in here trying to get ready, and I'm sorry.
No, you ain't. No, that's my bad.
No, you're good.
All right, so that was 31 seconds of him in the bathroom.
You walked into the women's restroom accidentally, you weirdo.
Yeah.
Turn around and leave. Okay. What are you standing there for 30 seconds?
Because he was being a gentleman.
Sorry, walk out. That's it. You just walk out. What's a gentleman?
Wait. Actually,
Oh, my goodness gracious. How could this be? What did I do here?
Oopsie.
What have I stumbled upon?
Well, here's the thing. Why is a camera on?
Who knows?
Why is there a camera on? Now that I think about it, is this guy walking into a women's bathroom with a camera?
She was on it. Why was she on doing it? And who knows, for whatever reason, but... Why is he standing there for 30 seconds like, oh, gee willikers? How did I wind up in here?
Oh, gee will. You gave him a gee will.
And then he's just standing there, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Leave the room, you freak. Turn around and walk out.
Well, I like Southern hospitality.
Do you?
People need to be nice like that.
Okay.
You go into the wrong bathroom, you have a conversation, you say, I'm really sorry, continue your business.
Okay. We know why you went in there. Will you please stop? You look at it.
Yeah, you can.
Woman, men. All right, it's most places say it. There's some that don't, but most do. All right.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
Now, I said in opening audio, this scoop, this is going to be a mustache scoop. You're going to get some Steve Harvey mustache here.
Yeah, we don't get a lot. We haven't gotten a lot of Harvey lately, and I have no problem pulling out a Family Feud here and there when when it's noteworthy.
Yeah, and I was thinking about turning it into a silly Harvey game later, but we just have so much to do today.
Yeah.
Makes
me sad. Can't have a silly Harvey game.
Well, you know me, I love silly. Well, we did a silly game yesterday. We couldn't have people stop calling about the Reginald Johnson.
Wow, that was funny.
Carl Winslow.
Any conversation about Carl Winslow will be better than a silly Harvey game. So.
I don't know. Harvey's got the comedic timing. There was an answer on Family Feud that really stumped a non-football fan.
Name a penalty a football referee's wife might call on him in the bedroom.
Too much fondling.
I don't know what football game you done saw with that going on in it. It must be some sport down in Venezuela.
Okay, stop. What happens in Venezuela where fondling occurs?
Do they fondle a lot?
Do they fondle in Venezuela? Is there any Venezuelans listening? I'm serious. I don't understand the joke.
I know the president's a nutcase, and the U.S. took his plane. Maduro. He's not there.
It wasn't that Hugo Chavez's territory back in the Dizay too.
Well, Maduro's the one that put out he wants to fight on TV with Elon Musk.
Fist fight?
And he thinks that Musk, turned all the people against him and stuff like that. So and by the way, down there, Maduro. This makes sense now, but Maduro has moved Christmas to October in Venezuela. So it's possible. It's possible with all the craziness happening. That this could happen under the United Socialist Party of Venezuela.
Really,
it's possible. There could be a fondling sport.
You have a lot of knowledge that I didn't even know about Venezuelan politics. This is a real deep Venezuelan political dive.
The U.S. took his airplane. I
get it, but for the love of God, he moved Christmas.
He did.
What's happening with you? What are you reading, Venezuelan news?
No, there has been a lot in the news about Venezuela lately, and if you're an old man that watches the news, you'll get it.
What the heck, man?
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 105.9 The Mountain.
I beg of you. I'm at this point where I'm done asking. I'm begging. I'm pleading. Stop doing this. Okay, I actually, ever since I was shamed by Jeff, have stopped doing my silly voices at the McDonald's drive-thru on Fairview Road. For anyone who works at the McDonald's at Fairview Road, 800 Fairview Road, I'm sorry.
You're disgusting. You are a disgusting man.
And 52 Tunnel Road, I'm sorry.
I told you that there. And
1590 Patton, I'm sorry.
That you thought that you're being silly dad.
I thought I was being silly
You're giving
dad.
him a giggle. He loves it.
I did.
And if the kid wants that, to have you doing this and torturing people at a drive-thru, maybe I need to smack the kid if you're not going to do it.
You know what? And so I've stopped because you know what? You made some points, but then you have people like this.
I want one demon possession and maybe a large Coca-Cola and and one demon possession. One demon possession, Coca-Cola. Maybe you guys got some sandworms. Maybe I can do that on the side too. You have a large Coke? Wow. Oh, I know you. Hey, I know you right there.
All right.
Hey,
is there anything happening? I mean, what are you doing here? First of all, not enough people know Beetlejuice for that to be funny. I mean, it'd be different if you were doing Doubtfire or Gary Busey.
Right. The movie comes out tonight, Beetlejuice, all right?
Yeah, so I get it.
It's out tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to make some big money, okay? But it'll do well, but there's like a contingent, trust me, of a generation that has zero clue what Beetlejuice is. There's people that believe, watching this now and seeing the previews of it, that it's some new thing.
Movie.
Right, that they don't know what Beetlejuice is. We have to understand that sometimes.
Well, we do. You're absolutely right. I mean, if you think about it, if you're under 30, you probably don't know who it is, right? You got no clue. You don't know the Harry Belafonte Deo song, right? You don't know, Catherine O'Hara and them dance. Like, you don't know that.
Right.
So, like, this is not funny. Just stop doing it. Just please.
It's at least twice a week that we wind up getting somebody that goes to a drive-thru with a silly voice. It's one of the most irritating things that you could deal with.
Well, you know what? Rizzo and Jeff have a cause, and we're going to stand against silly voices at the drive-thru. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we should rest our laurels on.
Listen, I am so glad.
Our service workers.
Listen, this is the first time that you have said to me that you're going to promise to stop voices.
I promise. I will promise you that.
I have not heard this before.
I know.
So,
this is new.
So this is new. This revelation. Something has happened with you, and I'm very glad.
I'm growing up. I'm buying a car today from Jeff's Auto Sales. Shout out to Jeff's Auto Sales. Thank you, Jeffy.
Jeff's got you on the whip.
On the whip.
So you're good.
Yeah. So I'm growing. I'm a man.
Glad.
I'm a man.
I'm glad. Funny hair in funny places.
Okay, well, we hope that you're laughing and trying to figure out how these guys come up with this stuff. Truthfully, we don't have a clue, and we don't really want to. The Rizzo and Jeff Show tries hard. Doesn't that count? We'll be right back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. We all have maybe had too much to drink at one time or another in our life, Jeff. That's an acceptable thing. I mean, we all, take it a little too far.
Yeah, it's happened to me. I've been in fist fights, lost every one of them. But, things like that have happened.
I mean, listen, I've had people, we had a group of friends, Corey and Slater, and we were flying drones. I mean, I've done my fair
drones.
Yeah, we were doing my fair share of silliness.
Wow,
but
that sounds real crazy.
Yeah, we were. Well, I can't say on the radio what we did other than we went to a store.
I know what you did.
Yeah, you know what I did. Yeah. You found them in the wall.
You pulled a Mark Robinson, made some purchases, huh?
So there is this, I don't know how this is possible, but it is what it is. There is a woman who had 6 beers, Jeff, 6 beers. 6 beers, you're feeling pretty good. Right?
Yeah, I mean, 6 beers could put a lot of people down. Depends on the beers, but 6, that probably reaches, honestly, like my limit on like a Saturday night, Like
like
is about
like
it.
Eagles game going to a game kind of thing.
Like 6 is, that's it.
So a thief, aka woman, stole a casket with a body still inside of it from a Las Vegas funeral home. They found out quickly who she was. She said she doesn't remember anything because she was blackout drunk. She drank 6 Miller Lights.
That's it?
Patricia Sierra. She was facing burglary, grand larceny, disturbing human remains in connection with all the stuff caught on surveillance footage. She walked into a, viewing, what are they called? Funeral home, 3 a.m. To see a body lying, in the casket.
Why was she there?
Well, she broke in.
Okay.
And she just wheeled the casket on out and rolled down the street with it. And just decided to just kind of walk around with the casket. Yeah. Eventually went to sleep. Woke up by the police, of course, woken up by the police. Her sleeping on top of the casket and the dead body on the middle of the street. She was arrested, but Patty says she has no recollection. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of Patty.
All right. So you said Miller Lights, because this sounds like a Bud Light thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to show you a picture of Patty. I want you to tell me if Patty can handle 6 beers, because Patty looks like Patty's had a rough go. There's Patty.
Patty could put down pitchers.
Patty could put down a pitcher.
At $1 beer night at a bowling alley, and you're telling me
Patty could put down 10 Long Island iced teas.
She couldn't handle 6 Millies?
She allegedly, but I got to tell you, that's a total lie. She took this body for whatever reason. Yeah. Maybe she wanted a comfy place to sleep. I don't know, but she said, look, I wasn't trying to be malicious. I'm very apologetic. Yeah. I black out frequently. If that's the case, I got Patty. News for you. Stop drinking, Patty!
Listen, Pat, all right?
Pat, baby!
Patty, I got to tell you, Patty said, you get in a bar fight, you be like, you got a problem? You scream, Patty! That's what she said. 6 Miller Lights, my behind.
Patty!
Yeah, Patty, this guy's messing with me. Oh, that's Patty? I'm out of here.
Oh, it's Patty! Ah!
If you live in Weaverville, Woodfin, Anka, Black Mountain, Asheville, Fletcher, look, if you can hear this, we're trying our best to help them, and hey, it's gotten better, right? A little? Well, there's some music coming, too. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It's 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, The Rizzo and Jeff Show. It is time for the J&N. We got a busy 7 o'clock hour brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you because we run together. Visit traininfo.com to visit your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
The JNN. No longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
The father of the suspected shooter at the Georgia high school, which was a terrible thing that happened this week.
Horrific.
Has been arrested.
Good.
54-year-old father of the 14-year-old boy who did it has been charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. So, like they said, the FBI officials believe that the 14-year-old made online threats. They know it to commit school shooting in May of 2023. At the time, he was 13. He was interviewed alongside his father, who said that there were hunting guns in the house. According to the arrest warrant, the 4 victims were killed by a semi-automatic AR-15 style rifle. They're saying that the father knowingly allowed his son to possess these weapons as well. So that's kind of what they're going on. So the father obviously he's going to be charged there. I mean, they're probably looking at close to life in prison. And the 14-year-old kid is going to be charged, of course, as an adult. So many victims.
Well, he's done. His life's over. And it deserves to be. By the way, the Rizzo and Jeff TikTok, I did a video about this, talking about what Jeff and I talked about yesterday. We do a radio show. Our job is to entertain, make you laugh. And how do you interweave such tragedy with levity? And we try to have a good balance because we are an escape for you. It's got 4,000 views.
Wow. Okay.
And I think the general consensus, like we said, Jeff, is that the dad, again, the kid did it. I'm not putting him off the hook, but the dad seems to really be the problem.
Yeah.
Like the dad stood up for him and everything. So I think they both should rot. I do.
I think you just got to be very careful. And if they knew a year ago that there was some kind of issue that was happening here and he was saying these things, then you could have.
Why did he have access to a 30 magazine gun?
The problem is the access.
The access.
Right.
That's the access. No matter what you feel, this is not political. It's that a 14-year-old had access.
Yeah. What? Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, and on a lighter side of things, we're going to take you to Hollywood, where it is being reported that George Clooney has been having a tough time aging.
Clooney's having it rough, huh?
Yeah. So, they say he puts his brave face on when it comes to aging, but privately, he's been alarmed by how old he's beginning to look. So, what he is willing to do, Rizzo, is he wants Brad Pitt's beauty secrets. And he has committed to signing an NDA when it comes to getting Brad Pitt's beauty secrets.
Okay.
At 63 years old here, George, really wants to look like Brad, and he wants to know his beauty. Whatever he does, he needs to know about it because George he's getting concerned.
Okay, well here it is. You want to know the truth? He doesn't drink Nespresso. You're slinging coffee, bro. Well, stop drinking the Nespresso.
Well, no. It's not right? It's not that. He's got the tequila. The tequila's his thing. The Casamigos.
All right. The Casamigos and the Nespresso. Stop it.
George wants to get rid of his jowls and wrinkles and improve his posture and just bulk up overall.
Can he get surgery?
How about this?
For the love of God, he's worth $500 million.
Just get a little plastic surgery and take some steroids, bro.
Do
like the rest of us.
But they just keep making it worse. So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, and here in North Carolina, we have a Tesla driver that has an issue, okay?
Oh, boy, does he.
An incident that happened in Wilson Mills in North Carolina.
Willie Mills!
Around 4 p.m. Just a few days ago. Local authorities received a report of a driver who appeared to be asleep behind the wheel of a Tesla. It was heading west on US on 70. They caught up with the car.
Because they put it in self-drive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They discovered that the driver was indeed asleep behind the wheel on autopilot.
Oh, good.
After following for about a mile, trying to get the driver to wake up, they eventually positioned the cruiser in front of the car to help bring it to a stop. And then once they got in and they performed a field sobriety test, the guy gave him a consent to search the car, where they found a ton of drugs, THC, which is, of course, weed, but then the methamphetamines.
Oh, the amphetamines where they get you,
The ecstasy.
Oh, ecstasy's no good either.
They nailed him for that behind the wheel of his Tesla that he had on autopilot.
100 G's, right?
Yeah.
100 G's worth of drugs?
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if, you are going to consent to search your vehicle, I don't know, hide it better.
Just know that you got ecstasy and weed and everything else in there. Yeah.
Listen, everyone knows Breaking Bad, okay? Everyone knows, okay? Crystal meth looks like glass. The cops know what it is. It's their job.
Yeah, they've been around it a bit.
They've been around, all right?
Crystal meth looks like glass. I didn't know that.
Come on, that's like the whole theme of Breaking Bad. Looks like glass.
I didn't watch too much of it.
You didn't like Breaking Bad?
Not that I didn't like it. I didn't watch it, but thanks for the crystal meth.
Crystal meth, no, there it is. It is 105.9 The Mountain Asheville's Classic Rock. That was a little U2, and I have a feeling Mr. On the Button texted us at, 4 o'clock, Jeff?
No, it was like 10-something last night he was thinking about it. Yeah.
All right, Mr. On the Button. What's up, Johnny?
What's going on, you two pencils?
Hey, how you doing, Pencil?
Well, heading down the road, got the Dad Jim Frog going on this morning, boys.
I know, Johnny.
Yeah,
I know. So
I know.
Listen, I'm going to leave it up to you because I got your text, all right, at 10:30 at night. We're not up that late, but we saw it at 3:40 this morning. My question, would you like AC/DC coming up at the beginning of the 7 or the end of the 6?
Either one's fine with me. But
well, you got to make the choice, Johnny. I'm going to let you program this radio station, brother. It's up to you.
Let's do it. Let's do it before the 7.
So actually right after this. All right, I'll tell you what. All right, AC/DC is next. How's that? Does that make you feel good?
Boy, I tell you, that's awesome. And, hey, boys, I know there's going to be some folks out there that's going to be, kind of just upset and everything and all, because I'm not going to be able to call in next week. I'm on vacation.
Woo! Where are you going, Johnny? What are you doing?
I'm going down to the Caribbean on one of them little bitty USS Minnow boats. Okay.
Oh boy! I didn't realize that. Are you and the Queen going to just have alone time?
Oh yeah, man. We got a balcony, man. I'm gonna wear it out the balcony.
Well, then this is perfect for you. Yeah. How about you shook me all night long in honor of wearing out that balcony, huh?
You got it, buddy. Let's get it.
Get it. All right, brother. Well, we miss you. Don't forget about us, all right? You can get our podcast and make sure you call us when you get back, okay?
Heck yeah, son. I'm on it like stink on the dog.
Woo! Woo! All right, brother. Take it easy, my man. There it is, John. Here's a little bit of AC/DC. You shook me all night long, baby. The last time Gary Busey was seen. It's 105.9 The Mountain Asheville's Classic Rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. 7-Eleven was in 2020. He was then disbarred from his show because he stole a goat.
Each year across the country, there are thousands of pet disputes. Those who want their cases tried by the best know there's only one man they can turn to, and he is thirsty for
pet justice. Come here, dog. Whoa. I can read his mind. Move out.
Ain't it? Are you slinging fake monkeys?
That was Gary Busey, right? Justice was served. Justice was served.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense?
No, Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, pet judge.
Put the goat in my van.
He put the goat in his van, and he was not allowed to continue with the show because he stole someone's animal. So he's been in hiding, I guess, ever since. I didn't know he was in hiding, Jeff. But think about it. When was the last time? Honestly, 828-240-1059. When was the last time you have thought about Gary Busey, let alone his whereabouts?
Yeah, by the way, if you didn't know, that was a show that he was the judge for pet disputes, okay? So he was a pet judge. I didn't remember that show until, of course, Rizzo brought it to light. The only other time that I remember seeing Busey in maybe the last decade for something was I watch him Practical Jokers. I saw him on there. He did something with Sal. Other than that, I don't remember too much Busey. And for some reason yesterday, this became a thing on social media where is Busey?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It wasn't a thing until he went on a butter sausage crusade.
What is that?
How many times a week do I eat butter sausage? I can't count that high. They're so good and precious for your digestive system. And that's your natural digestive system.
Yeah.
Makes it flow real smooth and leaves the body without effort. Yay, butter sausage!
Okay, so then you say to yourself, he's talking butter sausage.
What the hell is butter sausage?
Well, open your mind, bro. Listen.
Butter sausage. Well, I'm a native Texan. I was born in Goose Creek, Texas in 1944. June 29th. Butter goes on pancakes and waffles and toast. Butter sausage and English muffins and bagels, maybe. But butter sausage, do it. Keep doing it. Butter sausage. Yay!
What does that mean?
You didn't get what that was? Oh, I'm sorry. It's, I guess, a sausage, apparently, where you put butter on it like it's an English muffin. So I assume you cook the sausage with butter, and then you get yourself, 2 pieces of Wonder Bread, and then you put on some sausage, and then you put on some butter, some country crock on each side, and then you honk down on butter sausage.
Oh, my God.
But
it makes me gag.
But here's the thing.
Do people eat that? Butter sausage?
First off, it's got to be a thing. Maybe it's he said it's a Southern thing.
Okay.
He said it. So listen, 828-240-1059. We are in the South. We live in Asheville. We love it here, but we're new. Never heard of butter sausage. Have you? I'd love to talk to somebody who's eating a butter sausage. Now, Gary, after his butter sausage diet, has started some new endeavors. He's really being business savvy.
Hello there, everyone. I have a book out called Gary Busey, Buseyisms, and you can get it at Amazon.
So he's doing Buseyisms.
Buseyisms that you could buy, okay.
Buy on Amazon, all right, and...
Hello, all of my friends. This is Gary Busey here. The celebration holidays are arriving now. And we have Halloween, we have Christmas, we have Thanksgiving, we have Kwanzaa.
Oh, sure.
We have Hanukkah, and we have New Year's Eve. We're alive. We can breathe. We can love. We can have. We can give.
So he's also doing Kwanzaa and Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving Busey videos?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the butter sausage because I got to think that if you make that a meal, that within a short amount of time, it really will give your colon a once-over.
Are you able to put, because I've tried to look up recipes for butter sausage and nothing's coming up.
Well, what the hell's a recipe, Rizzo? You get a piece of bread, you put butter on it and a sausage.
So listen, 828-240-1059. I truly just need a little bit of Busey help. I understand that we haven't thought about Busey in a long time.
We found him.
We found him. We did the work for you. We're not asking you for that. What I'm asking you to do is to just give me a little bit of Busey. I just need a little bit of understanding of butter sausage. Maybe Grandma Emma knows butter sausage. Maybe I don't know.
Well, Dave's going to know butter sausage.
Dave would know butter sausage. Dave, tell me about butter sausage, bro.
Man, there ain't no butter sausage in Texas. That dude's got better meth than the Tesla driver.
Yeah. You think he's got better meth than the Tesla driver?
Apparently, I've never known anybody on meth that falls asleep, but they're up for days. I had a guy mow my yard at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to run him off. He set up lights and everything.
Wow, on the meth, huh?
So you're telling me that there is no such thing as butter sausage?
Oh, in Gary Busey's mind there is, but
he's pitching butter sausage like it's a thing. Like,
yeah, I don't know about that guy.
Yeah, well, Busey's lost it, obviously.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, he's doing Kwanzaa videos, too.
Well, like I said, I don't know about that guy. But, being from Texas, we didn't ever have anything like butter sausage. Hell, we was worried about chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and fried okra.
Yeah, look, I'm sure you eat crazy things in Texas, but not as crazy as butter sausage.
So you're telling me Busey's straight up lying, Dave?
Well, I don't know if he knows what a lie is or not. But,
well,
from where I'm come from in Texas, we didn't have nothing called butter sausage.
Right.
Okay, Dave.
He don't know what's going on. Let's stick him in the White House and,
let's put him out there cooking butter sausage.
Him and Biden are going to be eating butter sausage together.
I'm sure there's a thing. You can put butter on anything. You put it on your girlfriend if you want to.
That's true. I can have a butter baby,
Exactly.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Thanks for the call, Dave. I appreciate it. And that's a Texan. Yeah. I mean, he said, I mean, call me crazy, but I know it.
Butter sausage. Well, I'm a native Texan. I was born in Goose Creek, Texas in 1944.
It's a Goose Creek
June 29th. Butter goes on pancakes and waffles and toast.
Yeah.
Butter sausage and English muffins and bagels, maybe. But butter sausage, do it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Butter sausage. Yay!
Okay. Well, there it is. Butter sausage. 828-240-1059. Love to give you some tickets to Oktoberfest if you know what the heck butter sausage is.
Body by butter sausage. That's Busey. Want to look like Busey? Butter sausage.
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
Little Pearl Jam, 1059 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. That was for Steve in Hendersonville. Texted that in. I got to tell you here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
Go, Steve.
I love giving. I'm a giver.
Yeah.
Speaking of being a giver, don't be a taker. Something was found in an Asheville park. And I just want to use our platform because I know a ton of people listen to the show. A ton of people are on the Facebook. Someone listening knows who this person is, and we want to help them. There was something found in the park. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, you won't believe what it is.
It led the news.
Yeah, you're not going to believe what it is. With somebody lost at a park here.
Look, it's not funny. It's just like, how do you lose it? How did you get out of the park?
Stop. It's funny. Was it Pritchard Park? Or
Pritchard Park.
Yeah, somebody lost something, and we need to find who this belongs to.
Yeah. So if you know someone that may have been in Pritchard Park yesterday, you're gonna want to listen up. All right. We'll tell you what happened up after Zeppelin. It's 1059 The Mountain. Hop to it now. Not only is the Rizzo and Jeff Show and 1059 The Mountain here to help, but the Rizzo and Jeff Show and 1059 The Mountain are concerned. Jeff, yesterday somebody went to Pritchard Park.
Yeah.
Great place. Beautiful place.
Right downtown. You're hanging out. Yeah.
And the police found something. And it led the news.
Yeah, and when you hear what's lost, Rizzo, you
wonder how it was able to be lost, considering it's probably hard to leave without it.
It's a necessity, I would assume.
We figured, listen, so many people listen to this show. So many people are on our Facebook. There has got to be someone who knows someone or maybe is a mountain listener. Okay, and please, if you are, you can call us anonymously. I'll even keep you off the air. I'll just hook you up with the right people. If you lost this, okay, and
it is an unusual story.
Yes, it is.
Find a prosthetic leg worth thousands of dollars.
Before we go any further,
yeah,
police found a prosthetic leg worth thousands of dollars laying in the park.
Tonight, they are trying to track down who it belongs to.
News 13's Kimberly King talked with police about this find, and it turns out this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
There was a case back in...
Okay, I'm sorry. Stop. This is not the first time that someone's lost a leg.
A prosthetic leg.
How do you lose it?
I would assume that if you are legless on one side and you have a prosthetic leg, that it's kind of one of the accessories that go with you at all times. So am I wrong? And if one that's thousands of dollars, you don't just leave behind your leg. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know. I would think that you would need it to move. You're used to having it, right?
I would assume that if you arrive somewhere with a leg and leave without one, you're gonna notice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, unless you're jazzying.
Well, come on.
That could be. That could be. All right. I mean, all right, hold on. Let's
2023, where a man in Marion found a lower leg prosthesis. APD on foot patrol coming here through Pritchard Park and finding a full leg prosthesis here.
Why is she having such trouble with prosthesis?
Well, it's one of those.
It's a tough word. It's tough.
She redid this story 7 times.
Yeah,
so
obviously,
she got
anytime any kind of found property is turned over to us, especially items of value, is we always make as much effort as we can to return that property to its rightful owner.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Asheville police want.
Officer was on foot patrol yesterday in downtown Asheville and found the prosthesis in Pritchard Park.
The officer brought it to headquarters, the leg complete with a chain of custody tag listing where it was found.
So if you have a prosthetic leg that is missing, you need to identify it. However, they're going to ask you some questions. You just can't go downtown and say, yo, I lost my leg. No. There's going to be some things about this leg that you're going to have to identify. It's been tagged as evidence.
Right. So it's like when you forget your credit card at a bar, you go back, they want to see your license type of thing. But I didn't know. Okay, so there's a chain of custody that goes with a prosthesis.
So, we brought up meth in the Tesla, a North Carolina man that was found. But let's say you want to get this leg, okay? And you're like, man, I can upgrade my leg. Not happening.
No, there's a one.
That's not happening.
Rizzo, there's a one-legged person walking around that's used to having 2 legs. All right.
Yeah, where's your leg?
Where are you? Did you wake up this morning and go, "Where's my leg"?
Right.
And if you're listening and you hear this and you're wondering where your leg is, we know where your leg is at.
And how about this?
We got Mannheimer. We can get your leg from
I
her.
could call Mannheimer's cell phone. I could call Kim's cell phone.
Right.
Okay, I'd call City Hall. I'd call the judge. I don't care who I got to call. I'll call.
Right.
Okay? 828-240-1059. I want you to think about this. Do you know anyone who's got a prosthetic leg?
Right.
Give them a call this morning.
Yeah.
Shoot them a text. Just say, hey, you got your leg?
Yeah, check in.
Just check in.
When was the last time you checked in on a person that had a prosthesis? Check in on a friend.
There's a prosthesis check-in procedure, and I don't know if you're following it. You need to keep up with the prosthesis.
Right. So there's a leg that is just lonely.
It's lonely legging.
We have a lonely leg in the middle of downtown at Pritchard Park, and we need to make sure somebody gets it.
And here's the thing, guys. It's live, it's local, and the worst part about it is it's sitting in the room tagged with a bunch of crack.
We're in the middle.
We can't have crack leg.
We're in the middle of leg gate, and we have to find out who this leg belongs to.
That's
okay?
it. That's it. Yes.
Okay, well, we hope that you're laughing and trying to figure out how these guys come up with this stuff. Truthfully, we don't have a clue, and we don't really want to. The Rizzo and Jeff Show tries hard. Doesn't that count? We'll be right back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. Trying to get to the bottom of the prosthetic leg. Dalton might have some insight. Dalton, what do you got? We're stumped here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
Man? Yeah, we got it right this morning. It's prosthetic. Man, I don't know much about the prosthetic leg, but that's a tough situation to talk about.
Well, Dalton, the question is this, Dalton. You got the prosthetic leg. You're hanging out downtown at Pritchard Park.
You walk up.
How do you forget your leg and leave it behind, Dalton?
I mean, like the other dude said, man, it's a lot of combination. You got a lot of meth and stuff going on around here, and that could be a good cause to it.
So do you think, does meth mean leg forget?
Man, that can mean a lot. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be one thing. It could be, yeah.
Could be.
No,
it
Dalton,
could be.
I
Dalton,
know.
this is quality stuff, Dalton.
Dalton, we're just trying to figure out how to reunite this prosthetic leg with its rightful owner. So
yeah, we have a platform.
You go on Facebook, give me a GoFund page or something like that going, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I mean, a ton of people listen to the show. I thought maybe somebody would know somebody.
That's a good question, man. I mean, you get on Facebook and there, you go all around.
Yeah, I think our Facebook's where to go, Dalton. Dalton, listen, your genius always impresses me. I appreciate you reaching out, Dalton.
Hey, man, y'all have a great morning. It was good talking to y'all. Y'all keep it living.
All right, we're going to keep living, Dalton. We love you. Thanks for the call, brother. We appreciate it. All right, wow. It is the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Here's a little bit of Black Sabbath on 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. Little bit of REM. Jeff, we were talking about Pritchard Park and a lost leg, prosthesis.
There's a lost prosthesis. What is it?
Prosthesis?
Prosthesis,
I guess.
There was a lost leg.
Lost leg.
All right.
Yeah, we got lost leg.
That is sitting in Pritchard Park.
Yeah, that's it.
Cops found it, and we're trying to find out who it belongs to.
Well, we might have a clue. We got Mick on the phone, like Mick Foley. Mick, good morning.
Hey, yeah, good morning, guys. So, prosthesis legs, a lot of veterans have those, right? So, I would think the VA Medical Center might have serial numbers of the legs that issued out, right? Because generally those things were serialized.
Now, again, that's a good idea, but I will say this. In looking and doing a little bit of investigation, and I don't want to put any wrong information out there, but it seems to be an untraceable prosthesis.
I think it is traceable.
Well,
I think they said it was, right? Or no?
They said that they thought they could trace it, but when they looked further, and again, this could be updated, but as of now, nobody has claimed it, or the person who did have it no longer has it. Maybe they traded legs.
Yeah, but Mick, I ask you this: how do you forget your leg behind?
Yeah, that sounds like more of the crack meth Tesla thing there. So.
Oh,
okay, so crack meth Tesla.
North Carolina Tesla crack meth thing. Okay, all right.
So my question is, Mick, and again, we are huge supporters of veterans, cops, all that. We love them. And my brother's in the line of service right now, and I can only imagine what that's like. But I guess my thought is, no matter what or who has it, how do you walk somewhere with it and leave without it, and then just be like, I don't have it, and not know that you don't have it?
Yeah, unless you carry a spare, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you got a spare in the backpack.
You got a spare in the backpack?
So,
They're like
right.
$4,000, those prosthesises, you know?
Yeah, not cheap stuff, granted. VA does a good job of providing those at no cost. So I'm not saying that someone, necessarily didn't have to pay for it, but there's a good chance of that if it was a veteran.
Well, you know what? And I hope they do find it, but you know that Seinfeld episode when Elaine says, spare a square?
Yeah. What?
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe what they do is it's, they spare a leg.
Look, we're going to... Mick,
we have to get to the bottom of this, Mick.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Mick, all right?
All right.
All right, hey, Mick, thanks for the call, buddy.
Hey, thanks for the call. We appreciate you, all right? Thanks for listening.
Yep.
All right, take it easy, buddy. It is the Rizzo and Jeff Show right here on 105.9 The Mountain. Trying to figure out this leg situation. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Emma, you got to help us out here. What's happening?
Well, I tell you what, you brought back a good memory, a funny memory.
Oh.
My father-in-law years ago had a prosthetic leg, and he would be sitting on the porch swinging his leg, and his leg would go flying through the yard, and he'd say, "Will you go get my leg?" So, there's really nothing to attach them. So, I can actually see somebody just hopping off without it.
Yeah, but that.
But how do you hobble off without your leg?
You know you got the leg. Why do you leave the leg behind?
Well, maybe he just flipped it off somewhere and couldn't find it. Who knows?
Is he a little doggy? I mean, if you don't have a leg, Grandma Emma, you show up to the park walking and you leave without being able to walk. I feel like that's a noticeable thing.
It's not like leaving your keys behind.
well, maybe he was high. Who knows?
Yeah.
A prosthetic leg is just like a Cinderella's slipper.
Oh, is
Whoever it belongs to, it's designed for them.
So you're telling me we should go find all the stumps in Nashville and just put it on like a glass slipper?
Yes.
I like it. You know what? That's quality, Grandma. Thanks a lot for your input. We love you, Grandma. Okay.
Love you guys.
All right, there. Well, there it is, Jeff. Let's glass slipper this up and put it on everyone's leg.
Yeah, that's a good call, Grandma. Thanks.
We get it. The Rizzo and Jeff Show's new. So time to teach us. Time to sound off. What do we need to know? Call us now. 240-1059. Let's see how this goes. More Rizzo and Jeff Show on 105.9.
It's 105.9, the Mount Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Right now at 8:06. Jeff, coming up, I want you to think about this. What is the best breakfast cereal of all time? Jeff, you put it up on the 105.9 The Mountain Facebook page.
Yeah, I did. The comments are flying in already. This is a pretty simple thing, but the number one cereal that was chosen, thousands of people did this survey. The number one that was chosen, I don't know. Some people are commenting and writing it in. Okay, so this survey might not be too far off, and we're not survey guys.
No, we don't do the big survey, but this one, it's because the top 5 are bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, no Reese's, nothing?
I got mine. Mine's the number one. I think it's the greatest, but they changed the recipe on it, so I think it changed things up, so I'll go old school on it. I'll tell you what it is.
All right, we'll talk about it next. Here's a little Billy Idol, 105.9 The Mountain Nashville's Classic Rock. Breakfast cereal, what's the best one? 828-240-1059 right here on 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's Classic Rock. This, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Now, the 105.9, 105.9 The Mountain and the Rizzo and Jeff Show does not oftentimes stand by lists. We're not list guys. However, every once in a while, something pops in our lap, and we can't let it go. And such is the case for the cereal, Jeff. The 50 best cereals are ranked of all time. And let's just, needless to say, the top 5, with the exception of, the top 6 are ridiculous with the exception of maybe one. And I'd like to see if there's anyone that, I don't know, likes any. I'll give you an example. I'll give you the 6th one. Okay, this is the quote-unquote 6th best cereal according to a study. And again, this is fit. We're talking every cereal from Cookie Crisp to Fruit Loops to everything in between. And the number 6 best cereal as voted on by you came out in 1894 by W.K. Kellogg. It's cornflakes.
Glad you stopped by for breakfast, Jimmy. Oh, excuse me a moment, will you? Hey, Mr. Kent, you're out of Kellogg's cornflakes. Look at the cover. There's a spare package. You mean there was a spare package? Well, how about running down the store and picking up another one? Jeepers, we gotta get to the office. There's no time. Who do you think I am? Superman? No. No, I don't think that. Out of Kellogg's cornflakes.
Now, by the way,
he is.
The joke is he is Superman, so here he comes with the corn. Oh, here we go.
Even if Superman did deliver Kellogg's cornflakes, he'd have a tough time keeping everybody happy. More people run out of them every morning than any other cereal.
So there you go. Cornflakes comes in at number 6. Got to tell you, very weak. Weak.
Well, I got to ask you, did you feel the commercial added some extra punch there to it being cornflakes?
And you know what I do? I do. You know what I think? I'll give you an example. Okay. All right, I'll give you number 5. All right, now this is the only one I kind of agree with. Waffle Crisps. I love a good waffle crisp. All right, it's a bold cereal. It's a bold move to make cereal out of bite-sized little waffles. But you know what? You take that boldness and you own it.
Oh, boys, what you doing? Eating waffle crisps. Can we come out? Sure.
Now look at this.
Tastes like homemade waffles. It's because it's really made by Granny's, and we raided their secret factory, and we saw it pour syrup right in. Wow, and this is all you have? Yep. That's just what I wanted to know.
Waffle crisp cereal.
Now, these sexy young girls turned into old ladies with rifles and machetes and stole their waffle crisps.
Okay.
So my question is, think of every cereal. I mean, I'm talking, Boo Berry. I'm talking Quisp. All right,
you're talking Quisp.
I'm talking Quisp.
All right.
I'm talking Rice Krispies.
All right.
I mean, can somebody give me a better cereal than cornflakes and waffle crisps? I mean, what kind of cereal list is this? Who made this? People who died in the 60s?
Gee willikers.
I mean
who could
willikers indeed.
Who could do something like this? Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel? I mean, are you turned on at all by this list?
No, I don't like the list so far. None of it really fit the bill for me.
Okay.
I was a Cookie Crisp guy when Cookie Crisp had the original recipes. At some point, they messed with the cocoa somewhere, the cocoa bean, and something didn't go right with it.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
So the Facebook's rocking and rolling. What's some of the general consensus? What are you seeing a lot of on the Facebook?
You'd be really surprised that some people are agreeing with the number one Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I got a little Golden Grams for you. A peanut butter Captain Crunch, completely underrated. Oh, by the way.
Even Cinnamon Toast Crunch for me.
Right. What about Cocoa Pebbles? You mouth the milk at the end.
Here's the problem with the Pebbles. Melt too quick.
Mush.
They're mush.
It's a mushy.
It's like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't want it too mushy. Somebody said Lucky Charms can't get with it. Can't
get with the Luckies?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean the mallow. It's the mallow.
I don't mind a little mallow. The only mallow I really enjoyed in a cereal was the Rice Krispie Treats cereal itself. Then I could mallow away.
The treats?
The treat. When you get the big chunk of the Rice Krispie Treat cereal? I know what you're talking about,
but you want mallow and milk? I mean, and that's like they changed, what was the Cookie Crisp? It's like, it's not even the same.
No. And look, I just remember, and there wasn't a ton of cereal at the house, because my dad always had his cereals. He had like grape nuts. So,
I could do a good grape nut.
Nuts.
I like a good grape nut.
You bust a few crowns in your teeth there eating a grape nut.
Nothing wrong with a grape nut. Nothing wrong with a grape. All right, listen, 828-240-1059. What do you believe is the best cereal? Because according to a survey, all of these cereals, maybe with the exception of Cinnamon Toast, which I can't even get behind. I think it's But what do you think is the best cereal? Because I got to tell you, Corn Flakes and Waffle Crisps, you're starting out pretty...
I know.
All right?
This list sucks.
It does suck.
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. And Jeff, if you're just tuning in, we've been talking about cereal because there is, a list that came out.
A comprehensive
list. 50.
All right.
50 cereals, Jeff, that, made this list. But the top five, we went with top six, started off really just... And people have been calling with their opinions. We got some people on the phone, but I don't know how you feel about the list thus far. But if you're just tuning in, we've had coming in at number 6, Corn Flakes. Coming in at number 5, Waffle Crisps. Your thoughts about those thus far?
Yeah, even the top 5, I call them the flaccid 5.
I agree.
I'm not feeling the top 5 whatsoever.
Well, this is where I stand. And then we'll get to a couple of your calls here. Kashi, 2003. Go Lean Crunch.
Kashi.
Coming in tied for 4th place.
I was just in Whole Foods yesterday, not to shop. I had to make an Amazon return, but that's what I feel like I'm in there. I'm always in there at Whole Foods. I'm like, I don't belong here.
It's like a hippy-dippy thing.
I don't belong here.
Listen to this commercial.
Can you control your destiny? Can you do it with a spoon? Each morning we choose. We say, I'm hungry, or, cookie dough. This is a turning point. So you pour honey-toasted Kashi Go Lean Crunch with twice the protein and fiber to help you feel healthy, not hungry, all morning long. You like this Go Lean Crunch feeling. Could every day be a good day? Kashi Go Lean Crunch.
No.
See how far it takes?
I got to be honest with you. That, to me, absolutely horrific.
I don't want it. I don't even know what it is. What is casket?
You know what? How
I've
about
seen
this?
it, but I don't know what it is.
Before we get to all the people on the phone, I'll give you one more, and then we'll just rattle off your calls here. Also, coming in at fourth, have you ever heard of Quaker oatmeal squares with brown sugar? Came out in 1977. Bet anything that when you're grocery shopping, you've passed over this cereal dozens of times. A fan favorite, but people quietly purchase the cereal and do not admit that they love the Quaker Oat Squares.
This is the man who knows breakfast best. For over 100 years, he has nourished our mornings and seen us on our way. Now he does it with Quaker Oat Squares, a sturdy taste as timeless as the Quaker man himself. Quaker Oat Squares, delicious squares of whole grain oats, hearty oats. Quaker Oats, with a good nutty crunch and a touch of brown sugar. Quaker Oat Squares, from the man who knows breakfast best.
Your thoughts on Quaker oatmeal square?
That was 77. Was it 77?
Yeah, okay. 77.
That commercial even felt old for 77, didn't it?
It did. It's just how that is. I mean, I haven't heard Reese's Puffs. I haven't heard. I mean, I don't know what I'm hearing. 828-240-1059. So many people on the phone. Lots of people on the 1059 The Mountain Facebook as well, and text it in. So let's try to get a call or two in, and then we'll get to the rest of you.
I think we're missing a whole bunch of good ones. I'm going to start by naming a few, but then I have a story about cereal. So Frosted Flakes, Applejack, Fruit Loops, but Life cereal. I am 59 years old. I was eating Life cereal as a child and loved it. Never stopped when I was a single. It was the only cereal in my cabinet. Then when I'm in my 30s, I have 2 boys. Still feed it to them. Life cereal in my life, my entire life. And then Life cereal decides to change their recipe.
Yep.
Did they?
Terrible. They changed their recipe. It was terrible. So I call them up, and I tell them how I feel about it, how long I've been eating Life cereal. And I'll be damned if they didn't send me a letter with like $30 worth of coupons and said, thank you for your input. Others felt the same. We're changing the recipe back.
So wait a minute. Am I talking to a change maker of Life cereal?
Yes, sir, I was.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. You should be proud of that.
That is something. I got to tell you, Kim. That is something. Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. I want to get your number. You're qualified for those tickets. There we go, Jeff. A changer. Somebody who makes changes.
I love it. I love it. Look at that. You stand up for what you believe in, Kim.
59 The Mountain Asheville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show on your radio, 8:33. And Jeff, this cereal conversation, tons of texts, tons of calls, tons of people on the 1059 The Mountain Facebook. By the way, real quick, this is a good place to remind you, if somebody says that you won something and there's a little link there, don't click it. That's not us. Right. Okay? Just wanted to throw that out there. But, Jeff, I'm perplexed at this list. I don't even think Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the number 1 cereal, is that good. But, I mean...
No. I was very surprised, but you'd be surprised that a lot of people have really been commenting Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the Facebook.
That's so weird.
We got some Honey O's.
Honey O's or honeycomb?
Honey O's.
What's the
Honey O's.
Honey O's, right, from the 80s.
Sugar Crisp, that's the one that had the frog, right? The Sugar Crisp was on there.
No, Sugar Smacks had the frog.
Smacks had the frog.
Sugar Crisp, I don't know what that is.
That was the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay. Before the Don't Say Sugar campaign of the 1970s, somebody said Super Sugar Crisp. So a lot of good ones coming up here, but surprisingly, Cinnamon Toast Crunch more than you think.
Absolutely. 828-240-1059. Let's just turn it over to you guys. Let's just do that, and then we'll give you the rest of the list quickly here. 828-240-1059. I believe we have Dave on the phone. Dave, what do you think about this cereal situation here, man?
Oh, hey, it's got to be Frosted Flakes.
Does it? Does it have to be Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
What do you like about the frosting? Isn't that Corn Flakes with just like painted on sugar and frosting?
Yeah, they taste real good. They're sweet.
Are you a Frosted Flakes guy? Do you got flakes in your house right now?
I don't eat cereal anymore.
Okay, you don't need to. All right. What, do you not like the cereal, Dave?
I'm usually doing something real quick.
Okay. Do you get yourself a delicious Bojangles Bowberry biscuit, perhaps, or some sausage biscuits?
I like the steak biscuits at McDonald's.
Oh, you're a steak man.
That's
a manly man.
High dollar stuff.
That's high dollar stuff. They're paying you good. I might got to work with you, Dave.
Hey, you can't take it with you.
That's it, my man. That's it. Dave, thank you for calling. You know we love you, right, brother?
You bet. We'll see you guys.
Hey, take it easy, buddy. We appreciate it. Grandma Emma, the patient. Grandma Emma, what do you think here about this cereal situation?
Well, I'll tell you right up front that I am a serial killer.
Oh, tell me more.
Tell us more.
I love me some cereal. I love cereal. I eat it for dinner. Yeah, my favorite is Cocoa Puffs.
You know what?
The Puffs?
No, let me tell you, Grandma Emma, another recipe change over the years happened there with the Cocoa Puff.
But it still makes the milk chocolate. That's all I care about.
So you don't care how it tastes as long as it makes the milk chocolate?
Yes. And also, I think on your list should be Cheerios because every mother in the world gives their child Cheerios when they're little.
But dry Cheerios when they're sitting in the high chair, you just throw the Cheerios, let them eat them. Yep.
Yeah, I can't argue with you. I mean, but what do you think about, like, waffle crisps, like, Corn Flakes, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Well, my second favorite, and I can see why cornflakes are so popular. My second favorite is Frosted Flakes because it already has a sugar on it, and I don't have to mess with it.
And Grandmama, we appreciate your call this morning. Thank you, okay?
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Jeff. Well, let's rattle off. I mean, obviously, we know Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number one, but coming in at number 3...
You heard the report on 59 cold cereals by a leading consumer magazine, you'd fall through the floor.
Mine's high in calcium.
And salt.
Salt?
High in fiber. And sugar.
Sugar? Lots of protein.
And added fat.
Fat?
The magazine rated shredded wheat tops in nutrition for
shredded wheat, Jeff. Your thoughts on shredded wheat coming in at number 3?
Shredded wheat, all you hoped for was that frosting on the top to hit your yap. Other than that, it has to be the minis, or you get like 2 or 3 big biscuits in there of that thing,
And then you crush up, your mouth hurts. And then speaking of mouth hurting, coming in at number 2, a listener brought it to Blossman. Shout out to T-Bone. All the dudes at Blossman will be there soon for the Light My Fire competition. But apparently, Jeff, this stands out.
Just one titchy bit of toast.
We gotta put them straight. We're the Weetabix.
Yeah!
We don't like breakfast fit for sparrows.
Nothing to them, mate. We're the Weetabix.
What we got in here, then?
Clear that stuff away. You make it neat. Wheat, mate.
If you know what's good for you, you do.
Okay.
Weetabix, the number 2 cereal, and followed by, of course, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Weetabix and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, huh?
So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number 1. Weetabix, number 2. Shredded wheat, number 3. Quaker Oatmeal Squares and Go Lean tied for 4th. Waffle Crisp, 5. Corn Flakes, 6.
You know what it is? Why Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number 1?
Why?
Because after you struggle to put down Weetabix, you need something to cleanse the palate.
You can now text Rizzo and Jeff from your mobile device on the 1059 The Mountain text line to 828-240-1059.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. And Jeff, there was a man, he wanted to go say hi to his neighbors.
Yeah.
That's kind,
great.
right?
That's
Isn't that
wonderful.
nice? It's good to be kind.
Cup of sugar?
You wake up in a bad mood, it's good to be kind, especially to your neighbor. Maybe this guy was a little too kind. This guy decided that it would be a good idea to go visit his neighbor in the buff 19 times. Don't understand why he thought that visiting his neighbor in the buff would, be okay.
Well,
It's, listen, 66-year-old Daniel James Lynch, he was part of the Neighborhood Watch, but gotta tell you, was found to just walk around his neighbor's yards naked, and he himself, being the nude trespasser, really sent shockwaves in this community.
Yeah, I was reading about Danny Lynch here, and he's did it in several neighbors' yards. He was caught on camera. And, when the police actually caught up to him, he was nude one time, and they said, "What are you doing?" What do you want me to say? He copped to it. I'm nude, just walking around in my neighbor's yards, doing neighborhood watch. So he was doing neighborhood watching in the nude. If he's keeping you safe at night, are you really that concerned that he's naked?
You know what?
Who's going to...
you know what?
If somebody's robbing your house...
And there's a nude old man... You have the elders hanging out.
That's like
I gotta be honest with you.
That's like a beware a dog sign.
A beware a dog.
Yeah.
I'll run to a dog.
Right.
I'm not running.
You're not running.
I'm not running to Lynch's 70-year-old ping pongs. I gotta tell you, I'm a little scared.
You gotta understand. At 70 years old, Lynch, 66, whatever he is, at that age, gravity takes over. Things are swinging. You're staying away from him. So maybe this guy should be appreciated
and applauded, and lauded.
Yes,
but instead he is being vilified.
Maligned.
He's maligned.
Yeah.
You know what? Another naked senior maligned.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this show, the Rizzo and Jeff Show, will not stop until naked seniors are unmaligned.
I'll tell you what. If you want to know what we hang our hat on here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show, we're pro nude seniors. Okay.
Well, that was something. At this point, something is the bar we're shooting for, so we've reached it. What do you expect? You get what you get. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Time for the J&N, brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you because we run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com because it is hard to stop a train.
The JNN, no longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so as we speak, currently the school shooting suspect is in court. The judge actually misspoke, being that he's 14 years old, and told him that he could face the death penalty, but that is not the case. In the state of Georgia, so he could face life in prison, which is what he will be doing. He did not enter a plea. They did not request bond for him, of course, because that was not going to happen. His father will appear in court soon, and if you're just tuning into this, his father has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, among other charges, second-degree murder, 8 counts of cruelty to children. So, the judge is saying that the father is responsible for his son being able to get this gun, knowing that a year ago the FBI had spoken with the both of them, knowing that he was, I don't want to say somewhat, but he was a threat to commit violence, and then he wound up having access to the gun anyway. So that's the latest on that. The family is there. They are all sitting in the row right behind him. So the families of the ones affected. So we're going to see how it plays out. But this court case should be pretty cut and dry. I don't think there's any jury anywhere that wouldn't say guilty to this one, Rizzo. So
yeah, 100%. And again, the dad is absolutely at fault here. I don't care. Yes, the child did it. It's horrific. He defended his son, and he knew what his son was doing. And I don't care. Like you said, the gun was the size of this kid. Where do you get it?
AK-47.
Yeah. Where do you get it? 30-some rounds. I'll be honest with you, man. You're responsible for your children, and in this case, I think they both need to be held responsible. So, would you say second-degree murder?
Well,
for the dad,
manslaughter, and second-degree murder for yep, that's it. So, dad's going to probably do the rest of his life as well in all of this. So, It's just it's sad all around. Don't feel sad for them, that's for sure. But it's just crazy all around, and how much this is affecting. But we're starting to see it now.
Yeah,
that when these kids start to go to do these heinous acts, we're starting to see that the parents are being held accountable as well for this. So yep. So that's the latest update on that one.
You know what? And it's a shame, but you know what? Like I threw this statistic out yesterday. 1.5 of these happen a day in schools. I will tell you something local. I got a message to the 105.9 The Mountain Facebook page that there was, and I don't know 100%, but there was an alleged stabbing at Hendersonville High School yesterday.
It was a fight. There was a fight that happened, and then somebody got stabbed.
The fact of the matter, we got to stop this stuff, man. Yeah. We just got to stop this stuff.
What? Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, and on a little bit of a lighter note, I don't know if this is light, depending on if this makes you sad or not, but the world's biggest goldfish died.
Oh, no!
Yeah. Tributes are flying in for a big orange carp named the Carrot. And the Carrot, this big goldfish, lived for 20 stinking years, this goldfish.
Jeez Louise! Don't they live for like 3 days?
I guess. It had succumbed to old age. Carrot, the Carrot weighed 67 pounds. As a goldfish, so that's a pretty big goldfish, I'm assuming. I've had a goldfish and some that have survived for a while.
What's the longest you had a goldfish survive?
Like 6-7 years or something. We had one that survived for a bit, but nothing to the size of this. So after 20 years, Carrot didn't make it. So.
Yeah, Carrot didn't make it. Breaks my heart. Love Carrot. Shout out to Carrot. Thoughts and prayers for Carrot and Carrot's family.
We've asked them to stop.
I know. I love Carrot. Yes.
So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
How much do you love Carrot?
I love Carrot enough to give him a kiss. I'd go to Carrot's funeral if he was there. They got to be having some kind of service.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, when you head over to France, let me know.
Okay. Wow.
Well, if you ever said to yourself, oh, man, I want to make some greens, collard greens, whatever it is, and I'm trying to think to myself, how do I prepare these?
Well, you might say to yourself, nums, I just don't know how to prepare them.
Well, no worries. The Vice President of the United States and presidential candidate Kamala Harris not only prepares them, she has a certain recipe, but when she makes a large amount of greens for whatever get-together she's having, she prepares them in the bathtub.
In the tub?
Yes. And she has a special recipe.
You put turkey in them? Do you
bacon.
Nice. My grandma
I do
put
bacon.
Now, is that traditional, Jeff?
Yeah, I guess you could put bacon in there. A lot of people do the ham in there as well. So, but bacon, hey, this is her right in the bathtub.
All right, let's go to the tub.
Washes the greens there.
I don't know how you go to the tub.
She's put
garlic. I put white vinegar.
Yes.
I start with, I slice up my garlic. But no, first I chop up the bacon
fry it.
and get all that fat going. Then I put garlic, some chili peppers.
Oh.
And then a lot of water and a little chicken stock, and I let it go for a while before I put the greens in. And then, so you get that going and all that flavor, and then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar, and then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, but Tabasco of all, like I like Louisiana hot sauce, but Tabasco has that right amount of vinegar. Yeah. And that's how I do my greens.
I see why you get invited every year.
Now my question is too, because she goes into a bathtub diatribe here. Why is the media asking this question? Why not? What is your foreign or domestic policy? Why not this? Why not that? I mean, you know.
Got to answer that, but
why don't they ask Trump that then?
She hasn't spoken too much. Why don't they ask Emhoff?
You know what?
How does Emhoff cook his greens? How you cook those collard greens?
He might be the first friggin' gentleman.
Yeah.
if he's the first gentleman,
right,
we need to get him on the show.
Yeah.
We have been Emoffing for like,
you know why?
4 years.
Don't ask Emoff. Okay, take a look at Emoff. What do you think
is a dud.
What do you think he's cooking there,
a dud.
Emoff? All right,
Emoff, he's a dud.
What's Emoff eat for dinner? Boiled cauliflower.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show is always out trying to, well, they're trying. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show next on 105.9 The Mountain. 105.9 The Mountain celebrates the end of your workday with a 60-minute commercial-free rock block.
Woohoo! Let's get out of here.
Yes, Jerry, let's leave.
My favorite song.
Rocking commercial free.
Weekdays at 5 p.m. with JB.
I'm driving.
No, you're definitely not driving. It's the commercial-free ride, and it's only on 105.9 The Mountain.
105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And if you listen at this time of the day, you already know what's coming your way.
Yeah.
A little pizzazzle, a little razzle, and a little dazzle.
Oh, boy. Edge of your seats, folks. Here we go.
From Tinseltown to the 828 and beyond, it's time to razzle dazzle on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. All the things that are not fit to print, talk about, mention, discuss, or frankly that important but somehow find their way here. We're sorry, and yes, Jeff can't stand it either. Time for Rizzo's Razzle Dazzle on 105.9 The Mountain. Sorry.
Stop saying that. Why did you put that in there, dude? I'm taking the sorry out of there. No need to apologize. Anyway.
All right.
To razzle and dazzle, there was a child. What's wrong with our children? What is wrong? We teach them to drive. Remember? They would just, I remember when I was taught to drive, my dad took me in the parking lot and he was like, here you go. And we were just driving around. And he's like, make a left on the side road. Right?
It's an exciting thing.
It's a great thing.
Sure. You're a little nervous. That's normal. But, you get in the car, you drive. It is what it is. Come on.
Exactly. Well, apparently, today's kids, what is this, Gen Alpha? I
don't even know what the heck happened. I don't got the dates. I don't know it.
It is what it is. Anyway, so here we go. This is a girl driving for the very first time.
Mom, there's a car! Mom! Keep in the lines! I can't! I don't know where the lines are! Mom, there's another car! Mom, we're at the apartment!
Jen, the apartments are on the left.
Mom, I can't turn left!
Girl, okay, slowly start pressing on the brake. Wait, keep straight. Slowly start pressing on the brake. Start pressing on the brake. Start pressing on the brake. Now, when I tell you to go, turn, because there's cars coming, turn. Okay, now go straight, straighten it out. Straighten us out. There you go. Straighten us out.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, now continue straight.
I can't!
Oh, God. There we go. So that's driving today. Has anyone ever experienced that nonsensory? Did anyone weep when they were driving?
What a child. What a baby. Good luck. You'd be and that mom was like somewhat patient, I guess, but I'd be like, get the hell out of the car. This is it. It's done. We're finished. You're finished, and guess what? You're not driving anywhere, and I'm not taking you anywhere, so good luck. So while the rest of your friends are being grown adults and driving around and doing it, you can be the crybaby that sits at home, okay?
Yeah. I got to tell you, I just
Painful.
don't... well, here's the thing. What about making turns and learning new things do people freak out about? Do they cry about? Why was she like... And then the stop, that was the worst part this last 5 seconds.
Okay, now continue straight.
I mean, it's not like you're driving on the highway. You're driving in a parking lot with a stop sign where you go 10 miles an hour.
Can't stand her. Can't stand her.
Is this, you know what it is? I mean, is this lack of beatings?
I don't want to say
what is
it's that.
I don't want to listen. I don't believe in that.
If you're whining about this, let me tell you something. You're whining about many other things in your life, like if mom buys you the wrong pack of socks.
What happens if she accidentally lets out a toot in gym class? Is she breaking down?
Yeah, I don't know what happens if she lets out a toot. Rizzo, no, I don't know.
I'm just asking. She lets out a toot at gym class.
She lets out a toot at gym class. What? Is she doing the V sit and reach? Somebody spotting her on the rope and she lets out a tube. What happens?
Then what happens?
I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
That's why this thing sucks.
If you live in Weaverville, Woodfin, Anka, Black Mountain, Asheville, Fletcher, look, if you can hear this, we're trying our best to help them, and hey, it's gotten better, right? A little? Well, there's some music coming too. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be back on 105.9 The Mountain. Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
There are a couple things that didn't make the show. The first thing is Playdate business cards. I don't understand it. Basically, parents are passing out these business cards, Playdate business cards, so that their kids can make friends easier. They say, you know, put your name, little pic of your kid, phone number, things like that. Let's play.
Yeah.
Sarah, my mom's name is Tori, the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And they say that kids are finding friends, in droves. As a matter of fact, this has increased 16,000%, and it says, let's play. Have your people call my people. Liam, Mom Brianna, and then it's got the email and the phone number.
I don't hate that. It's not an awful idea, well, look, this is what you do. Parents, you remember this, that your parents, would set up, or you set up play dates, with other parents. You get to know people, make friends. Their friends come together. It's not necessarily how I met my friends in school, like my lifelong friends, just by speaking and opening my mouth and talking is how I met friends. But times are different now. And I get it. We're all just, everybody's in this bubble. It's like, let me get done so I can get on Roblox and those things. But, I guess you got to try anything. At least it gets them out of the house.
Yeah, I guess. I just think it's bizarre. How about this? Hey, you want to hang out?
I know it's a different world.
Yes, it is.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, so this is not us. This is nothing we condone, but the people of Iceland, they want you to kill puffins.
No, why are puffins bad?
Well, no, I don't think they're bad. I don't know much about puffins, but what I do know is puffins are cool. And what they want you to do is when you see a puffin, to throw it off a cliff. That's not a lie. That is the truth. This is located, all over Iceland. If you see a puffin, they want you to kill it, throw it off a cliff, and if you kill enough puffins, you get a reward.
Puffins in Iceland, it's the breeding home for 60% of the world's Atlantic puffins. And
then why do you want to kill the puffins? Why do they want them to throw them off cliffs?
I guess you can really see them from April until September. And I don't know why we're off in puffins, but we
are off in puffins. The Icelandic people are throwing them off cliffs.
Do me a favor. Google a puffin. I want one, and I want one now.
I know they're so cute.
To have a puffin.
The puffins, don't they look like little puffy puffin penguin things?
They don't look real. They're like little stuffed animal things.
They're like chubby little tiny little mini penguins.
Oh my God.
Aren't they cute?
I always wanted a sugar glider, but you know what? I might have ditched sugar glider and went with puffin. All right.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just don't throw it off a cliff.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Good news if you're a fan of bear cubs. A Canadian bear cub, a Canadian, also Canadian bear cub, was doing a 10-hour drive in the back of a van.
Why?
Well, it wasn't. They were just trying to take the bear somewhere. But here's the thing. They were transporting it, I guess, to an animal facility or what kind. But that wasn't the hardest part or the most harrowing part. What they were doing was stopping along the way and feeding it Taco Bell.
Be careful there.
Okay. Now, here's the executive director of a wildlife rescue talking about bear safety and why it's bad to feed it Taco Bell.
The bear was quite lethargic. I should mention he was fed Taco Bell, so I'm sure his innards weren't feeling so great neither. And he was just really stressed.
Yeah, he's stressed. He ate Taco Bell, cheesy gordita crunches. They make people angry, and especially bears. They get tummy aches. They're supposed to eat frozen fish. If you've ever been to the nature center, they feed the bears fishicles. That's what they're supposed to eat. You don't stop and get it and not Doritos, Nachos, Lochos, Tacos.
Bear, Taco Bell, bumpy ride, not a good look.
Can you imagine that smell?
No,
too?
I cannot. Oof. That's why I don't put bears in the back of my car and feed them Taco Bell. Not my thing. All right?
Does your brain hurt? Do you feel confused? Well, we decided we're willing to buy you off. Text LUNCH to 828-240-1059, and you'll be entered to win lunch for you and 10 of your coworkers. Did that buy anyone off? We also have more music and more Rizzo and Jeff show soon on 105.9 The Mountain.